Okay, I'm going to start my Saturday update. Boy, I should have taken down some stuff. There's my two QT guys. Doing pretty good. They're happy and healthy. At least best I can tell. Been down here 2 weeks now. Well, it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. They're in hypo at this point. And I did sort of expand their environment. Well, not their environment itself, but the QT setup. I had mentioned before that, you know, I had some extra stuff lying around. So what I did was I went through and I added an overflow on the back. I put in a sump down underneath here, really for water volume. Figured I'd give them 50% more water volume. It gives me a couple of other options. I had this hang on the back skimmer, which is not running right now because they're in a dose of Pro right now. As that goes for a couple of days, then I'll kick the skimmer back on. It helps just knock down some of the crap out of the water, literally. And then, so returning from the sump, I've got a little maxi jet that's pushing up through my hang on the back UV, which is running. So again, right, I mean, is it going to do anything? I don't know. It's not going to hurt to run through that. And as I said, it gives me the extra water volume. And then the other update, or the other thing on this, is it makes it really easy to do a water change for them without actually disturbing and stressing them. I don't have to stuff a siphon into their main tank up there. I just suck all the water out of here and fill it back into here, which is just pretty easy. Makes it nice. They're doing pretty well though. They're eating, they love the weed. If I give them some weed to eat, they are eating flakes. Pellets, not so much. And mysis, they're pretty happy when I come down with a little squirt bottle and give them a little bit of the mysis too. So they seem to be doing quite well from that perspective. I'm really looking forward to having them upstairs and join the rest. Let's take a quick look over here. So I've not a lot going on over here. I've got a new pump I need to replace, the big one on there. I just cleaned the skimmer today, so it's really not doing squat. Did a little rearrangement inside my refugium. I tried actually, so I took a couple of pieces of stuff and I glued it onto the rock there to see if it would just be able to take and hold from there. Move some things around a little. I really don't see a lot of stuff growing. This is my last chunk of Cato from the last time I picked up some from actually from a local reefer, but yeah, the other macros are doing okay. The reds seem to be doing all right. I don't see crazy growth, but I don't expect them to grow crazy. The dragon's breath is not necessarily growing, but yeah. Takes me to the other thing that I'm doing is I am back dosing my nitrates because as I test, I'm down. Got virtually nothing going on there. The Montes that I picked up a couple weeks ago are doing okay. They seem to be sort of healing up from things. I don't know what that one is called in the back. It's sort of a maroonish color with yellow polyps in the middle. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure this one is a sunset or mystic sunset Monty. The plan is to really sort of see them sort of grow out a little bit down here, and then I'll move them upstairs and glue them onto something up there. I just moved one of these green plating Montes that used to be yellow before I pumped up my lights and actually started running the right voltage to them. So I moved another chunk of that upstairs just today. And I've got some frags of other pieces, stuff that's fallen off. My zoas are, yeah, they're not thriving, but I don't think they're not withering away like my zoas have in the past. And I don't know what's going on with the trumpet coral there. It looks very sad, and Maybe it's just pissed off. So I cleaned the bottom of this out today. I sucked about, I don't know, 15-20 gallons out of this. Not enough to expose them. I bled water off the refugium behind me as I did the cleanup. So maybe it's a little upset. Certainly that hammer is upset from being tossed around today, I guess. Anyway, that's what's going on down here. I'll do an update upstairs as well. And upstairs, here we are with our tangs right in front. Let's start on the right, work our way to the left. Mushrooms are doing great. These hammers are doing super. My little Recordia mushroom is hanging in there. That's all I can say. It's hanging in there. It hasn't died yet. I thought for sure it was dead a little while ago, but yeah. It looks like I can clean the glass a little better. Did a little bit of a rearrangement here today. I pulled the rock with the GSP down in front. I think it was kind of shielding and buffeting the Duncan and back. That Duncan really hasn't grown much. I saw some new heads on this little one in front. The purple one in back, it has grown. I haven't seen more heads than that. My plating Montes here, interesting stuff here. These guys look very yellow under the standard lights here. They were looking really yellow downstairs in the frag tank under my pathetic 10% voltage lights. But when you bring them up to real voltage, they green right up. So I brought up another one today and glued it up here. Tough to see, but there's a lot more green going on in there than we had before. Imagine, you know, when you actually grow it under real lights. But everything else is doing pretty well. The bubble tip anemone here is growing pretty heavily. It seems to really like it there. It gets a lot of food when I feed. It manages to pick something just about every night. And everything else is doing quite well. Fish-wise, everybody's in good shape. I have not seen Mr. Arrow, so I think that really was a death a week ago. But, yeah, that's how it goes, right? I don't know what killed him, but how old the arrow crabs live. Oh, look, this is doing pretty well too. I don't know if it's ready to divide or not, but the two heads that are there have definitely plumped up. Yeah. I need better lights. Same old stuff. This hammer in the middle is actually looking a little deflated in the last couple of days. I don't know if the flow has changed in here or something. I don't know. We'll see. Things are going to change no matter what we do, right? So that's the upstairs and the downstairs. That's plenty of time for an update for the week. Hope everybody's doing well, and I appreciate everybody watching as always.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, or subscribe if you'd like to see more in this series.